Hello. Today we'll be talking about the importance of perception, our human perception. To begin with, let's talk about what human perception is and why it's important to us. Perception is our sensory experiences and how we process and respond to those experiences. You may know this already, but we have five senses that we use every day. Each plays an important part in how we navigate through the world. Do you know what they are? If not, I'll tell you right now. They are our sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste. They're all used to identify our sensory opinions of things. Our favorite foods, the face of a longtime friend, or the smell of our favorite laundry detergent. But for this video, we'll be talking about auditory perception, the perception of hearing, how we use sounds to navigate through the world. Even if it's things you already know, your perception of how important it really is will only come to grow after this video. Come with me if you want to learn. Not only will we talk about auditory perception, but we are going in full detail to make sure you realize the true importance of hearing, with live examples of how it can affect us even in the most mundane tasks. While we know how hearing works and what we use it for, auditory perception is taking that sensory stimuli and interpreting it, giving it meaning and a personal connection. We interpret sounds every day, and while we all do it, we all have our own version of how we process it. Let me give you an example. The sound of a police siren. There are many ways people will respond to this sound. It can be interpreted as if there's an emergency that is happening nearby. Or it can be the fear that you may be the police's center of attention. Or maybe you're caught in a situation and the sirens of the police are able to give you relief. Allow me to give you a less exaggerated example. If you were to play a racing game, at the end of a race, specifically in games like Mario Kart, there's a sound used to signify that the racer is on their final lap. People can interpret this sound in many ways. There can be a small fear that arises when someone hears that sound. The fear that they can't mess up or they'll lose the race. On the other hand, a different person can have the opposite interpretation. Maybe they'll get some sort of adrenaline, maybe some sort of thrill that gives them confidence and determination to win the race. Yeah, let's do this! Yeah. Alright, now let's go try something out. Something we can all do and relate to. Grab a sheet of paper and a pen. Have one person using a phone to count down 1 minute. Once through the timer and once through the stopwatch. We're going to keep writing down words about food until the timer stops and alarms. The second time, we're going to keep writing down words and predict if a minute has passed and stop on our own. Once we are finished, the person with the stopwatch is going to tell us how far we are from 1 minute. My deduction is that you did not stop exactly at 1 minute. Pause this video and we will see how you've done. So, I'm assuming you've done both times. Were you accurate your second time? How far off were you from the first time? You see how important sound is to signify how to respond to an action? Let me ask you a question. The moment that you thought 1 minute had passed, you imagined an alert inside your head that told you to stop. If you did, that is a phenomenon known as audio pareidolia. In a 2015 study by Neil Bauman, it was described in depth, and it's when your brain fills in a pattern for a noise and creates a sound in an environment that has little to none, usually with a noise that's been heard before. That's pretty crazy. Making sense of something from nothing? What a remarkable thought! Science is truly amazing. As we approach the end of this video, I hope that you have a newfound appreciation for auditory perception. The ability to hear and interpret sounds is something that we take for granted every day. Our lives would be extremely difficult without it. The next time you go outside or listen to music, remember the importance of auditory perception. Have an amazing day, and I will see you around.